Assalamualaikum to Madam Aida and also to all my fellow friends. Today, my group gonna present our mind on overview of internal auditing. First, let me introduce our team members. Okay, we have Yus Hakimi, Sharifah Fazinatul, Shasha, Shahira, Afika and also Hanisa. First, we need to look on the definitions of internal auditing. IIA have redefined the meaning of internal auditing. It is an independent, objective assurance consulting activities that are designed to add value to the organization's operations and also help them to achieve its objective by bringing a systematic disciplined approach to evaluate and improve the effectiveness of risk management, control, and also governance process. In their definitions, there are 7 keywords that have been highlighted. The first one is independent and objectivity. Independent means the freedom to carry out internal audit activity in an unbiased manner. The objectivity means the judgment made by the internal auditor on the audit matters are not biased to others. Next keyword are assurance and consulting activities. Assurance means to assess any relevant evidence on matter of interest and make conclusions of it, while consulting activity provide advice and other assistance of subject of matter of interest within their scope. Add value means it's allow improvement to organization operational activities. A systematic discipline approach is defined that they have its own policy and procedure to provide guidance of any internal audit activities. Next keyword is risk management. It is an act of managing the organizations. It relates to the decisions that define expectations, grant power, or verify performance. Control is the effective internal control to assure of safeguarding of organization asset against loss. The last keyword is governance process. It is a process to understand and deal with risks that could negatively affect the organizations, but there are also positive effects that can bring opportunities to the organizations. Okay, we move to the evaluations of internal auditing in Malaysia. As we can see, in 1970, Ministry of Defence started to set up its own internal audit units. Then, federal government issued a circular to expand the internal auditor to other ministries with a broader roles include operational audits in 1979. In 1993, Ministry of Finance requests government-owned organizations to set up its own audit communities. The purpose of audit committee is protect the government interest as their shareholder and also to oversee internal auditing functions. What are internal auditing in private? It more focus on evaluation of efficiency and effectiveness of internal control system and also compliance. Public listed organization has to establish audit committees in order to monitor accountability, governance, independence, and also objectivity. Before we move further, let we take a look on the rise of internal audit professions. It's compared before and now. Before this, it more focused on attesting the accuracy of financial matter. Attesting means it has to give a clear evidence on its financial matter. But now its focus include examinations and appraisal of control and performance of organizations. Before this, internal auditor is known as junior sibling to the independent accounting profession. Sometimes we are confused what is internal auditor and what is external auditor. My group have come with a formula to identify the difference between internal auditor and also external auditor, which stand for double RS tips. The first R is reporting responsibility. The internal auditor needs to report to the audit committee, which include board of director, while the external auditor need to report to the shareholder. The next R is responsibility to fraud. Internal auditors are directly involved in prevention and detections of fraud in any form in any activity that they are reviewed, while the external auditor only incidentally concerned with the preventions and detections of fraud in general. Next is S. It stands for status. Internal auditor is employee of the organizations but not the external, as they act as independent of the party. Next is stakeholder. Internal auditor have to serve the needs of organizations, but internal auditor only need to serve the need of third party on the reliable financial performance report. For timing and frequency of audit, internal auditor have to continually perform their report by focusing on the future event, but not for external auditor, as they prepare the report on periodically basis, such as yearly basis. For independent status, it for internal auditor, it independent of activities auditor, but ready to respond to the need of the organizations, while external auditor, it is independent of management and also board of director. Internal auditor did not have a necessary professional qualifications, but external auditor must be a member of MIA, which stands for Malaysia Institute Accountant, and also have to gain their license from the MOF, Ministry of Finance. Internal auditor job scope more focus on evaluate the governance, control and risk management process to ensure that the organization's objectives are being achieved, while external auditor more focused to review the financial statement in order to ensure it is free from any material misstatement and also to express their opinion whether financial statement present are true and fair. Next, we move to the roles and responsibility of internal auditor. There are three major scope, which is risk management, control and also governance. The first scope is risk management. It includes test check the adequacy of risk management process and also assist the management in developing risk framework and its implementation. Next is control. It assesses the effectiveness of internal control system of the organization and also monitor management compliance with the organization code of conduct. The last scope is governance. It assesses the effectiveness of the board of directors discharging their duties and also help to keep the board informed on any matter related to the company interest. Okay, we take a look on type of internal audit engagement. There are several type of engagement and we highlight 6 of it. The first one is financial audit. Financial audit is an independent evaluation to attest the fairness, accuracy, and reliability of the financial data. It also focuses on financial system control to ensure that the control is adequate and effective in safeguarding the accuracy and reliability of the financial statement. Next is management audit. It is an assessment of the competency and capability of an organization's management in order to evaluate their effectiveness. Their objective is not to appraise the performance of an individual executive, but to evaluate the management team of a unit or the entire organizations. Next is information system or information technology audit. It is an assessment of computer system and management of informations, including the integrity of the informations. Appraisal and testing through various stages of system development, which is planning, analysis, design and implementations. Let's move to the operational audit. It is assessment of method of operations and evaluations on how to improve the performance of an area, department or functional operations. It assesses the adequacy, efficiency and effectiveness of control procedure. Next is compliance audit. It is an assessment of an organization's adherence to applicable rules and laws that may originate the internally and externally. It also assesses the extent of compliance with internal policies, regulatory rules, requirements, and applicable laws. Last but not least is fraud and forensic audit. In-depth investigations of any irregularities such as reported fraud or allegations. Its scope in the areas specified to determine modus operandi and collections of evidence to support the case that would eventually lead to legal consequences. Okay. The last one is role of IIAM. What is IIAM? It is Institute of Internet. Last map today is the roles of IIAM. What is IIAM? IIAM stands for Institute Internal Auditor Malaysia. It affiliates to the Institute of Internal Auditors International in USA. IIA Research Foundation is research arm of the Institute of Internal Auditors International. It conducts research related to internal audit. It disseminates information to internal auditors in Malaysia. For example, they keep the latest news, best practices and development of IA in Malaysia and internationally. The service that they provide, there are several services that they provide. It includes certifications. They offer certifications for certified internal auditors, certification in control self-assessment, certified financial services auditor, certified government auditing professional. Other than that, they also have a professional development where they provide quality and value of money internal auditing. The third service that they give you is guidance and advisory. It provides research, technical advisory, and also responding to technical inquiries. Other than that, they also give service such as survey. It conducts surveys on various topics in collaboration with, among others, such as Bursa Malaysia, MICG, KPMG, and also Ernst & Young. Last but not least is quality assurance services. It provides assistance and expertise for quality assurance and improvement program. Thank you for listening. Bye.